Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hunter Starcraft and I wanted to make this Diablo video to talk about the new announcements Blizzard has made regarding the skill system in Diablo 3. They've made some incredible changes in the past few weeks, and there's been an outcry of feedback, both positive and negative, about the new system and its implications. So we're just going to start this video by making a quick comparison between the D3 and the D2 skill system, and then we're actually going to go into more detail about how customization exists in the new Diablo 3 skill game system. So, I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with this screen here. I can't even imagine the number of times I have filled out the Diablo 2 skill tree and, of course, the character stat allocation as well. For every level up in Diablo 2, you get 1 skill point, you get 5 stat points. But basically what this system led to was whenever you create a Diablo 2 character, if you want, the best possible poison and bone necromancer, for example, you go on the internet, you find out how exactly to spend your skill points, how exactly to spend your stat points, and there isn't a lot of thinking involved, and there isn't a lot of diversity from build to build. So in this case, as you can see, I've put 11 points into Teeth and 8 points into Bone Spear. Any of you familiar with Diablo 2 know that there are synergies that exist. So in this case, every point that you put into Teeth, it actually gives a damage bonus to Bone Spear and vice versa. So again, this doesn't lead to a lot of diversity in skill allocations. Lots of builds are going to be the same. And you know what happens with the stat points? Again, every level up you get 5 stat points, but what do people spend them on? They go online, they find out exactly how much strength they're going to need for their build. What's the heaviest piece of armor I wear? Okay, get that much strength. Pretty much you put the rest of your points into vitality because you want absolutely as much life as possible. Again, doesn't lead to a lot of diversity, and Blizzard has certainly expressed that they want to overcome that in Diablo 3. Now, this was sort of a preliminary screenshot of the Diablo 3 skill system. As you can see, it's very similar to Diablo 2. You've got your skill tree here. You have, the different tiers of skills, and you put points. 5 points here, 5 points here, wherever you want. But it's a very permanent system. Once you make those decisions, you really need to stick to them. And if you want to do a different build, you have to create a different character. Of course, there's the idea of respec options. Respec was introduced in Diablo 2 about 10 years after it was released. All right, maybe 7 or 8 or whatever. But regardless, Blizzard doesn't want to go down that point system anymore, or with the respecs or anything like that. Blizzard has a whole new skill system. So this is just one list of the Barbarian's active skills. Every class in Diablo 3 has 20 active skills, and okay, in this case 22 active skills. I guess it was around 20, and 10 passive skills for each character as well. So originally, if I'm making a Barbarian and I want to specialize in Bash and Ground Stomp, I, with every level up, take my skill points and I dump them into Bash or Ground Stomp. And, later down the line, if I want to all of a sudden switch to Cleave, I don't really have that option because I've already spent so many points in these previous skills. Blizzard has completely done away with that system. It doesn't exist anymore, and now you can jump freely between any skills that are available. I'll also note that skills are available almost every level. Level 1 requirement, level 2 for Hammer of the Ancients, level 3, level 4, whereas Diablo 2, it would be, I think it was every 6 levels, I believe, they unlocked a new tier of skill points. So now you're going to have new skills unlocked with every level up, which I think is really cool. And as I was making the point before, you can switch freely between skills, but really, can you? The runestone system that was announced some time ago has basically pointed us in the direction of, it's very risky and very costly to constantly be, switching from skills to skills. Basically, you have 5 different runes that are possible to find in the game. Each of these 5 runes are going to have a different effect on every skill, which is really cool considering how many hundreds of skills exist in the game, and each of these 5 runes will have a different effect on the various skills. Apart from the 5 types of runes that are listed right here, you have different levels for each rune as well. You can find level 1 runes in Act 2 of normal, but if you want to find a level 7 rune, you're going to be spending your time in Hell or even the newly announced Inferno difficulty to find those very rare runes. So when you finally decide, when you finally find a level 7 golden rune that I've always wanted because golden, does this huge cool bonus to the cleave attack. Now I can, finally use this level 7 golden rune in cleave. It becomes locked onto cleave, so you can't just put this rune into your skill and then decide, I don't really want to use cleave anymore. Now that I'm level 12, maybe I want to put this golden rune in revenge. It does not work like that. So it is going to really force you to make decisions. How do I want to spend my runes? Because they are tough to find, and you're going to have to spend a lot of items trading for them as well. So it does add a lot of customization in that respect, and there is some serious decision making that you have to do while crafting your character. And now I just want to quickly go into a bit more detail about how exactly the runestones affect the different skills. Let's use the Demon Hunter. This is her cluster arrow attack. This is just the regular attack here. Regular cluster arrow. Now first up is the Crimson Rune. If you put Crimson Rune in cluster arrow, increases the damage of explosion at the point of impact. Indigo Rune fires enemy-seeking missiles instead of grenades. The Obsidian Rune. The cluster arrow is launched high into the air and rains down grenades. Next up we have the Golden Rune. Instead of grenades, the skill spawns shadow creatures by enemies. They leech life for the Demon Hunter. And finally, the Alabaster Rune. It adds stun to the grenade explosion. So as you can see, this was just one example of one skill of one character with the 5 different effects that the various runes give to the skills, and then you've got the 7 levels, and with each additional level it just makes the bonus more and more substantial. So you know what, I have to admit, when Blizzard first announced that they were just completely getting rid of the point system, I was a little taken aback, a little nervous, and a little disappointed. But upon some more deeper analysis, you can really see how the customization shines through in Diablo 3. I'm really fond of this new system, but to each their own, and I'm really looking to hear what you guys think about the new skill system and how it compares to that of Diablo 2. Are you, faithful to the point system of the classic games, or are you embracing this new system? Just as a final thought, I do want to just add that Blizzard has sort of designed this new skill system to cater to, people who are new to Diablo in the Diablo franchise, or the seasoned veterans. It is easier to pick up and to just sort of go with it. Whereas the classic Diablo 2 system, if you're a complete noob and you are just spending your points completely randomly, you are going to find yourself in a world of hurt later in the game because you spread yourself too thin, so your spells are too weak, and that always sucks. So I really think Blizzard has thought this out quite well, and I just wanted to sort of keep you guys in the know and give you guys an update on recent announcements about Diablo 3. So stay tuned to my channel for more Diablo 3 content, of course, along with the StarCraft 2 as well. That is youtube.com/HunterStarCraft. Be sure to subscribe, and until next time, take care, guys. Peace out.